Hey YouTube, it's me, your boy B3, and
Matty Matt.
Back with another comic book, graphic novel review video. Ooh, I'm a tough guy. Today we have the next volume of New 52 Justice League. Justice League Volume 6. What's it called? Injustice League. I knew that, because I own this. Yeah. So, you read this most recently, correct?
I suppose I did.
When was the last time you read this?
It's been a couple
Recently,
weeks, but more recently than you, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna let you do this.
Oh gosh. Okay. So you'll have to forgive my poor memory after the last week.
You'll remember Darkseid War a lot better. You just read that today.
Recapped it today. I've read it twice actually now. Then.
Chief dude.
So this actually picks up after a little bit of a time gap or a time skip, I believe.
Oh yeah,
because
it shows Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor is already
4 days earlier.
Yeah. Begins in a time skip where Lex Luthor saves the world, all that good stuff.
Because forever evil, he was the hero of that or whatever.
Yeah. So picks up there, and he's actually trying to reform his image, and he's from a very selfish perspective. You can kind of see how he got to that conclusion. It's literally just because he thinks he can get what he wants easier if people hero worship him. He always wanted to be hero worshipped. He thought he needed to save people from the Justice League to really make himself.
Yeah, mostly Superman.
Mostly Superman, mostly that xenophobia, space xenophobia. But he realized that the easier way to do it was just tag along with Justice League and keep doing what they're doing. So.
Yeah, they even lassoed a truthed him. And,
and it's true. Well, at least that's what he was thinking at the time.
Yeah, and he brought Shazam into the league, which we've been waiting for forever.
But man,
those Ivan Reese faces, is that what you're thinking about?
I commented on this, and I am sorry if Ivan Reese is reading this right now, or watching this right now.
Yeah, you think Ivan Reese is?
I hope to God not. But
going back watching these two nobodies review his old work.
I hope
it's relatively recent as far as comics go, I guess.
But just does this show up well enough for me to point?
Just get up in there, homie.
Look at Lex's face. He looks like
that Shazam face while he's at the table.
He looks like. I get that these guys are big and buff and strong, but their faces are not muscles to be worked out.
Yeah, they got some weird faces. So does Elongated Woman, but hers are kind of supposed to be weird.
I hope this is showing up.
God, let me do it.
Thank you.
Shit.
I did it, actually.
You're bad at this, dude. Here, I got the perfect example. I remember one that's really bad.
Oh, when he's sipping champagne?
Yeah, that's a...
No, look, he looked punch drunk in that last one I just showed him.
This one right here. I mean, he's supposed to be making a nasty face, but his face already looks nasty.
Yeah, he doesn't need the help.
Yeah, he does not need the help there.
And for the record, I peeked over the top of that, and I did get it on camera.
Nice, dude.
Fuck off.
That's ace, dude. So yeah, they end up letting him in because they're having a bit of an image problem. Kind of the same reason they made the entire Batman-Superman movie, because of Superman's image problem. So...
And that did... Okay, just to be... For the record, that movie did not help the image problem.
It didn't help anything. That movie sucks, except for Wonder Woman, who was dope.
Yeah, she's literally... Anyways.
But yeah, they end up having to fight the Doom Patrol, which is going to fight the new Power Ring, Jessica Cruz, who is now, you already know this, a Green Lantern.
Yeah. Well, spoilers. For them.
For them? What they're watching, what are they expecting?
Anyways.
I put a little spoiler warning at the beginning of all of these, so it's okay. I just try to be careful.
Fair. Okay. So yes, Jessica Cruz, who is now Power Ring, having inherited the previous Power Ring from the guy whose name is literally only Power Ring. Can we say Power Ring again in that sentence?
Yeah, it was Harold Jordan. He was Harold Jordan.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Trash.
It says it like once, and then they refer to him as Power Ring forever and always.
Yeah.
So, she's a new Power Ring, and Power Ring is really field on fear instead of courage.
Yeah, it more wears the person than anything.
Yeah, she's got that voice in her head, and it's not diagnosable.
Volthoom.
Volthoom, that's right. I couldn't think of the name. It's weird.
You gotta learn shit, man. But yeah, then there's a little bit where they're just like saving people from disasters. Lex Luthor's trying to learn what it means to be a hero.
And then?
Yeah, and then they're kind of like trying to get him arrested, and before they do that, His Amazovirus kind of gets out, doesn't it?
Neutron attacks Lex Luthor
Oh, right, Neutron.
because there's a massive bounty on Lex's head. We'll talk about that in the next issue. But there's a massive bounty on Lex's head, and Neutron is looking to collect on that. So he runs into this essentially press conference, goes nuclear, attempting to kill Lex, and he accidentally releases the Amazovirus, which, much like Amazo, the robotic supervillain, the Amazovirus begins to spontaneously generate powers in whoever gets infected with it.
Yeah, the power is, there's like 3 stages. One where it's basically like the flu, and then they get their power.
And then they die.
Pretty much, yeah.
Within 24 hours, usually.
Or they go into like a catatonic state where they can be controlled like a hive mind later.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember the hive mind.
Yeah. So, eventually they're trying to find the original source, the original person to be infected with the Amazovirus, who they think is responsible for spreading the virus at the rate that it is going.
Patient Zero.
Patient Zero. There we go. Couldn't think of the phrase. So, Patient Zero turns into basically an Amazo battle, where he biologically copies the League's powers.
Which is actually way cooler than Robot Amazo.
Actually. So
it's pretty cool.
Because instead of just science, it's like
it's
Amazo
science!
Amazo watches Superman fly, and so Amazo, or Patient Zero, I should say, grows wings. Okay. So it was a really cool spin on it. I thoroughly enjoyed the change from a robot to a giant killer virus organism thing.
Batman got infected for a little bit.
Got electric powers. No,
he didn't. He got like bat sonar.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, sorry, bat sonar. My bad. For some reason,
You're a trash man who lives in a trash can. Leave.
And apparently, I'm also a trash fan.
This looks not bad.
No. No, I'm saying I'm a fan that is trash.
Oh yeah, you are a trash fan.
Okay.
Because you're a filthy fucking casual.
We
can't do one of these without me calling you a fucking casual.
You need to have something that pops up on the screen that just fucking casual.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Whoa. Fucking casual count, like the Krillin owned count.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take the time to do that.
That would be funny.
No.
So, anyways,
That would be fun.
the problem is that the virus has a different effect on metahumans, where it takes away your metahuman powers. So the Flash, Aquaman, anybody who's human with powers is now kaput on powers. And Aquaman is technically human because he's Atlanteans evolved on a parallel, channel with humans. So there still is enough apparently DNA for him to be affected.
They've kind of got more of a magic origin because they had to sink Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know Atlantis' specific origin.
So Atlantis has a first king that ended up being...
Yeah, but I don't know the New 52 specific origin, like what is canon for the New 52. I don't know. You might know if you ever bought those Aquaman graphic novels. You promised them that you would. Unless
Wikipedia
you do
works
actually know
too.
it. Yeah, which you don't use.
I did. That's what I was about to say.
Oh, so you did look up the New 52?
Atlantis was sunk by a vindictive first king who was attempting to reclaim power from his brother who murdered his wife and children to take the throne. Very much an Orm Arthur story all over again.
Oh yes, that's a little different than the Atlantis story I'm used to.
And he also created 7 artifacts, and the the Trident of Poseidon is one of these artifacts.
Yeah, I knew about the artifacts. I think there's one that's also like a bunch of little crystal animal things.
Yes, but that is off topic, and we can discuss that later.
We'll see that in Rebirth.
Yes, we will.
So that's fine.
But really, it's the Justice League handling the Amazovirus and Patient Zero.
And dealing with Lex Luthor. It's
more of a setup for him as part of the Justice League and how he functions on the team, or doesn't function on the team, I should say.
2 more volumes with Lex Luthor, quote-unquote, on the team, and then he's not on it for Rebirth Justice League. Yeah. They get rid of him. They get rid of Shazam. Superman dies.
And then they replace him with a better Superman.
Yeah, and then we get 2 Green Lanterns.
Hal Jordan and...
Wrong.
No, that's right, because he...
Hal Jordan's just doing stuff in space. He's like leading the Green Lantern Corps right now, as far as I've read, anyways. I'm not all caught up.
That's a different discussion for a different day.
Yeah,
so,
we'll do that
thoughts.
later.
The artwork. It's actually Doug Mankey.
Oh, well, he does Respace then.
Doug Mankey Face is a totally different thing here. Doug, Reese, I apologize for before. Doug. Whew.
No, I didn't know there was a creative shift in this volume.
There's
now,
a couple.
Now I'm the filthy fucking casual dude. didn't know, dude. I thought the creative team swap came in for Dark Side War. I thought that's when there was a shift.
I guess it was one issue before on the art department, anyways.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I think it's Jeff Johns the whole way through.
Yeah, Jeff Johns the whole way through.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, I mean, the story is actually very
good.
straightforward. It's lovely and straightforward, and I thoroughly enjoy it for that.
Element Woman comes back. My girl, Element Woman.
His favorite.
I don't know what happens to Captain Cold after this.
Captain Cold's still bumming around being Lex Luthor's head of security. He appears in the next Justice League.
But he's a rogue now. He's a rogue again, and I don't know where he...
It's probably because he's not getting a payoff from Lex anymore.
Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened.
Well, if you are a fan of Captain Cold and you want to let us know, just comment after the video.
I don't know. When I catch up on Flash, maybe it'll tell you. I'm reading the graphic novels for most of Rebirth, so I'm behind everyone else except for on Batman and Events.
Well, I've pretty much said my piece here. The storytelling is straightforward. The art's a little jankety-jank sometimes on the faces. Otherwise, it's easy to follow and it's been enjoyable.
Maybe faces are just hard.
They have to. I mean, I'm sure they are the hardest thing to draw, frankly.
The two things it seems like artists get wrong are faces and women's bodies that can't possibly exist. You ever see that cover art of Spider-Woman where her back is like broken because she's in this sexy pose? I'll show it to you sometime.
Oh god, is she just like bent over that low or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember who drew that, but they're a Rob Liefeld of themselves. You ever seen that Rob Liefeld Captain America with his weird ass?
No.
I'll show you after this.
God. Okay. Yeah. So, any other thoughts there?
No, we pretty much covered it. I mean, it's no big event. There's not a lot of huge setup. It's just just a bunch of stuff to get Lex Luthor in the league, really.
Pretty much.
And establish him before immediately taking him away.
Pretty much.
But then they have him in Action Comics now, so I guess that's cool. He's actually pretty dope.
You know, honestly, we've talked so much less about the comic in this video than everything else possible.
Yeah, I think we're mostly saying, like, this is how it connects to the current stuff.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is actually almost more relevant if you think
and really, that is more of a connecting point. It's just one of those branches on the web of the DC universe.
Yes, I mean, this is the book that really introduces Jessica Cruz. She's not a Green Lantern yet in this book, but she will be.
And she's incredibly relevant as part of the Dark Side War.
Yeah, and see, one of the current Green Lantern books is Green Lanterns, which is about two Green Lanterns, the rookies, Simon Baz, who was established early in New 52 Green Lantern, and her as a Green Lantern. And they're just Earth Green Lanterns. They don't leave Earth. They just do Earth stuff.
Alright.
Since they're rookies. And it's just about her and him. She's not a very good Green Lantern.
I hate to say I'm not really surprised.
I mean, she's an agoraphobe, so... It's kind of, and the ring is powered by will, and its enemy is fear.
And she is constantly terrified. Yeah, you make a valid point.
Poor girl.
But so far as Justice League Volume 6 goes, that's about all I got left to say.
Boop, boop. That's it. So thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the cool links in the description below. Check out my SoundCloud. Whoa, SoundCloud. My Twitter. No one's retweeting me. No one's retweeting. I'm funny.
You are actually. You're pretty funny. You had me cracking up with your tweets.
I'm a funny dude.
I don't twat, but I'm sure I would enjoy it.
Twat? Did you say twat?
Yeah. Isn't that the past tense of tweet?
No. Just tweeted.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
But yeah, next we're doing Justice League Volume 7, The Dark Side War, Part 1.
If he makes it that long.
I always get coughs before I come to your house. I swear I'm not coughing in the comic book collection updates and stuff I'm making for my single issues, which you can see on my Beat 3 Productions channel. All my single issue comics I buy are over there. I get lots of Marvel, Boom Studios, Oni Press, IDW. I don't just read DC, even though our review lineup for graphic novels makes it seem that way.
Well, and frankly, that's a courtesy to me because I'm probably most interested in DC, and you were trying to get me into it all.
I figured the easiest way to get you balls deep into current DC continuity would be current Justice League, because it's all the big characters that have the most effect on the universe together.
Frankly, I just want to know where Aquaman went.
Well, buy Volume 2 and you'll see what happens, homie. Of yours. And then you can read the other volumes. As soon as because you have volumes 3, 4, and 5 of Aquaman. We've already uploaded Volume 1 review, You gotta get volume 2 so we can review that and all the other ones, and we gotta review those
You're right.
Muslim
Soon.
ones too, and we gotta review. I can't remember the name of those graphic.
Let's not give them
novels
too
from
much. Let's keep them on tension.
Yeah, but we'll have Marvel and all kinds of stuff coming too. I even see, I'm repping. I can do that. This is a very long outro, so thank you all once again. We'll see you all later.